Yummy, yummy, yummy. You will love it. This bean stew is to die for. It is so nice. It is so beautiful. And so, like you saw in my other video, as I was unboxing this instant pot, after I read the manual, I figured out it was very easy to use. And the same day, I organized to have these beans soaked so that I could boil them. And that is what happened. As you have seen there, I've added a carrot, ginger, and some salt to this pot. And then I'm going to have water. That is 1 kilogram of beans, and they've been soaked. The reason why you should soak your beans is that it makes them reduce the gas and the bloating. That is when we take them, so they will not give you acidity issues. Then they also improve how they absorb into the body, and above all, they speed up the cooking time. So I am here setting up this gadget. It is my first time doing this. So once I plugged in the power, the off button came on, and then the beans option gave me 30 minutes option, but I'm thinking 30 minutes for soaked beans would have meant that I come up with porridge. So I went for 15 minutes, and they cooked very well, and they were ready because I'd already soaked them. That tells you this thing is super efficient. 15 minutes for beans. I'm still amazed. Of course, I set up the high pressure, and I had to let out the pressure go, or rather release from the pot for me to achieve this. So I serve them out now after the pressure is out, and I was able to open the gadget. Don't worry guys, I'll do a full video on just how to use this. This was purposely for just this beans recipe. So the carrot I put in, it is now time to throw it away. Don't ingest it. It has absorbed a lot of the gas that is in the beans. And now here we have the beans so that we can start out the cooking process. So let me take you through the ingredients of the day. Of course, we have our boiled beans. Then we have some spices here, which we will mix to form our spice mix. I have onion powder, cumin powder, paprika, I have oregano, and I have salt. This combination, believe you my friend, it's magic to the beans. Then I have the other ingredients, the vegetables, starting here with crushed garlic, crushed ginger. This is my lime, and this is coconut cream, and an onion. We have tomatoes there, we have carrots, 4 of them, and we have green and yellow peppers. So I wanted to also let you know that since my last the video I did on the market haul, these vegetables have been able to last for 3 weeks in their perfect state as they are. And let me know if you'll be interested to just learn how to preserve all the others. Of course, you can see for this onion, for the bell peppers, I normally put just a cling film around them, and then make sure that how I stuff them in the fridge just enables them to stay fresh. Let me know if you'd love that video. I can do that. Meanwhile, if you have not caught up with my other video on the market haul, and also get to see how I donned up to attend a friend's baby shower, and we thank God because the baby was born, and a beautiful healthy baby, and we thank God for that. So over to cooking these beans. Let's see how we combine this. Of course, I'm going to cut up the ingredients that are remaining, then from there I show you how to combine. Please don't assume you know this, because the steps are everything. The steps is how will change probably the way you make your bean soup to be different. Stay tuned. Right, so we start with adding our oil. Do about 2 tablespoons of oil. For vegetables, I normally add just a bit more so that they can all be well oiled. And then add your onion. It can either be the white one or the red one, no problem at all. Make sure that all of it is covered in the oil. That's why I'm mixing. Then now we add in our chopped carrots. You can see this is quite different already because we don't add carrots like immediately to the other meal. So there's a purpose for this. Carrots take longer. So I'm adding in the minced garlic and the minced ginger at this point so that they can soften together and they can begin releasing their flavor to those carrots and also to the onion. So mix together, cover, let it soften, continue mixing. And once they are a bit just softened to a good level, add in your blended or grated tomatoes. So that I blended mine, and then they are now coming into this. We'll allow them to cook down a bit. So once they look like this is when you're going to add the spices. So I'm going in to add the spices that I showed you earlier, and they are all now going to cook together so that before we introduce the other ingredients. So cook them together, cover a bit, and this should be giving you already a very nice fragrance and an aroma coming from just cooking this mix together. It looks very nice. I think this can also be a base for other stews like dengu stew or lentils. Try this and check out how the outcome will be. So I've added half of the chopped bell peppers, that is the yellow one and the green one. I have not added the red one on purpose because if you add the red one, what happens, it softens by the time you're done cooking, and it sort of like looks like tomatoes that are not cooked. And personally, since I was young, I don't like seeing those tomatoes just floating on food like that. That's why I'm a fan of blending and grating. Even my friends know me for that. Then we come in now with the beans. These are about 3 cups of beans. So the rest of the beans which we removed have already been frozen because I didn't want to make a lot. So just adding some water. I've added in about a cup of water so that this can boil together because you want it to boil and release some stew and not to stick on the sides of the pot. This is the outcome we are talking about, yeah? This is what we are talking about. Very nice, already gravy, already creamy, but wait till we finish this. You will love it. You will love it. So our next step is to take out about 3 to 4 spoons of this stew and blend out. I'm using my hand blender. If you're using the normal blender, just put this in a sufuria, a small sufuria. Put it in cold water, cool it off a bit, then you put in the other blender. If you don't have a blender but you have the masher we use for making garlic, use this. It will give you the same outcome, just that it will take longer. Then introduce it back to the stew. And look at this, look at this. It is so exciting. It is smelling so nice in the kitchen. And this is how I make my bean stew. And then guess what you get? You achieve a creamy beans, and then you can still eat the whole beans, as in, look at this. It is beautiful. So here I'm going to add in the coconut cream. Is it cream or milk? One of the two. And then but that should have been the milk. Then this is now good. This is where we introduce the bell peppers we didn't use in the beginning. Then at least you can have some live vegetables, some cooked down vegetables, some blended vegetables, and unblended vegetables. The textures are to die for. You've seen that I've put in lime. Please don't forget about the lime. It is the secret ingredient to achieving this. Guys, look at that. This stew, you can serve it as a starter or as with a main course meal, and you're welcome. Avocados can't be left. Where we have beans and avocado, serve with rice, chapati, spaghetti, pasta. Enjoy this blooper. So I want to introduce the ingredients for the day. Of course, we have the beans, and we have the spice mix of what we will be putting in the beans. Allow me to point with this knife. So this is dried oregano. This is onion powder. This is what is it called? Oh my god. This is paprika. This is salt. Why is this thing? Dried cumin. Let me take that again.